Whoa. Okay, just got back up to the Bellevue farm, and there's some stuff I want to do. I want to look at these chains because these chains are pretty loose. I want to see if there's any way I can somehow figure out how to change them out, or at least put new ones on. I have no idea how to. So I'm going to look into that. I'm also going to go ahead and get this thing put back together. And then see what else we can get into, see how much time I have. So here's what I gotta do. I actually lost this clip and this piece was bent. So I went ahead and straightened it back out. We got some more clips. So let's go ahead and throw these suckers on. Go. That's not right at all. There we go. 4th time's a charm, right? This is being a pain in the neck. Okay, I think that'll work. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hook this guy up and maybe start to move it, because there's these mud scrapers back here I might need to adjust. Some of these spin freely. Just want to make sure there's nothing that actually sticks. Make sure everything spins up and down, or goes up and down. Okay, these are all good. No clue what this thing is. Check that out. So yeah, let's go ahead and hook this thing up, pull it out, and see if I can drag her through the ground, see if she'll spin and everything. I am also going to hook this thing up and kind of see if the same issue that I was seeing before. I was bending our top hitch. If you guys aren't sure, check out this video, but what I was seeing was all of the weight was actually on this top one as opposed to the bottom ones, because this vertical distance was too short, so it was only on here, it was not up on here. Because of that, it was bending this top link. Well, I'm wondering if that's the same thing on this thing as well. We'll see. Okay, well, I got it on, and that's why we're breaking these things, because we need to make sure it sits flush, and it's not sitting flush. We're sitting kind of upward, and all the weight's on the top tongue again, so that's why we're breaking things. Okay, well, regardless, another thing I got to try and fix right now is Dad says this is dragging, and I can see that because it's not able to rotate all the way around. So it looks like I can actually slide these chains forward and backwards. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and slide this whole apparatus forward if I can. Of course, it's not a weld nut. I'm trying to kick this slide back. You can kind of see it's in a slot. So if I can get it slid back some more.
Bella. Well, good afternoon, everyone. You got the Bud Man from Hartung Family Farms. I hit out to Ron. Ron's up here. He's working on getting stuff ready to go, and he called me and he needed a couple carriage bolts, so I had to run and grab some of those and head out there. He's working on the seeder, so we get ready to seed some waterways and whatever we need seeded. So I'm gonna run out there and check it out, see if he needs a hand. And I'm gonna head to the fire station, Bellevue Fire Station, for their annual fish fry tonight. So we'll see out here when we see Ron with some horses.
Hey, first piece of field work I've seen go by. Cam, Scott, have a good one. Okay, so I flipped this bracket, put it on this side. I'm also going to get a carriage head. That should get us at least pretty dang close. At least to help it not drag so dang much.
Oh, he's working on the brush cutter there. Look, we got matching sweatshirts.
Makes sense.
Huh. So yeah, he's working on something out here. So
Hope you guys drive safe.
bringing some bear.
Right.
Oh, there you go, Ronald. How's your day going?
Not too bad. Perfect. Did you know what this was?
No, didn't have a clue.
Hey, what'd you get red bolts for? These are just going on green.
I can't help it. That's what they had. So he asked if I knew what carriage bolts were, and I said no. I just wanted some bolts.
I flipped that bracket, so now it's on the inside. I gave it a little bit of clearance. I'm going to put a carriage bolt on there, so that should also help. Next challenge is I want to try and change. This thing's got 3 gearboxes. PTO driveline goes in here, splits it, gearbox, gearbox, gearbox. And it's got 2 5-foot blades on it. So I'm going to crawl under there. It looks like I just have the fill on top. I don't have a sight gauge or anything on there, so I don't know how the heck I'm going to change it. Well, figured out. All right, these blades definitely need to be sharpened. You can get to see, not great. So I'll sharpen them at some point. Get down there and clean that up, and then there's no sight gauge on the bottom, or drip, or whatever you want to call it, a drain on the bottom, so I'm going through everything from the top. I'm gonna go ahead and hook onto that drill right now while Dad's running in to go and get me some parts. I don't think that's gonna work. I think we got too big a tractor. We'll see. I think that's gonna work with a dang. Okay, so I just realized that these are the wrong ends for our tractor. Our tractor takes the newer Pioneer ends, I believe. And I'm not even sure what type of ends these are. This was definitely on a smaller tractor, that's for sure. So this hitch is foobarred, you can kind of see. I gotta go and cut this off. That's not great, but oh well, I mean, that should be pretty easy. I'll just take it down to the chop saw and get it cut off. And I gotta get new ends. I am a terrible mechanic. I came up here to get everything fixed, and I've actually just created more problems. But on the bright side, I'm finding this stuff early. I mean, it's middle of March, March 21st right now. So we're gonna get that mower serviced and ready to go. And this drill we're hopefully gonna use here in the next couple days. Yeah, maybe early next week, hopefully. But I gotta get that hitch fixed, and I gotta get new ends for it. Fun, very fun. Now let's go hook onto this thing. There you can see we got a pretty big gap. Not great. I gotta figure out how to fix that. Almost think I gotta egg it out like I did the last one. Because I really can't. I either gotta raise these holes or lower those pins. And I can't lower those pins, I know that. So fun. Hey. That's what I like to see. Didn't have that before. Like I said, we had 3 millimeters there we got rid of. A couple millimeters on that bolt head we got rid of. And we slid this plate up a couple millimeters. So probably gained 7 to 10 mil right there. Not too bad. Hey, I did something. I may be an engineer, on the green stuff. Not the greatest mechanic, but I'm always willing to learn, and hey, I'm learning. Okay, just to recap, neither things are ready to go, but the mower is getting close. I gotta sharpen the blades yet, and I gotta somehow figure out how to make it so the tractor doesn't lift on the top link. But everything is greased. I gotta change the oils in the gearboxes yet still, and I did fix the rubbing, at least as best I could, so that's good. The drill, I got all the blades and everything ready to go, so everything's good there, but the hitch needs to be refabricated because the tractor that it was on before was much smaller, and the hydraulic ends need to be redone because the tractor that was on it before was different. So overall, not bad. I'm not gonna mess with the chains because Pat said that those things take a lot to get take a lot to get out, so, or to take a lot to break, so we're just gonna leave that as is. So yeah, overall, not a bad day, but I wish I was a better mechanic. It just is what it is. I'm learning. I'm an engineer, guys, so I spend a lot of my time at a computer. That's kind of just no fault to, that's just how a lot of engineering is done these days. There's not a lot of guys that get hands-on experience, so I am doing my best to at least try to learn on my own farm to make myself a better engineer for Deere products. For those of you guys who don't know, I work on Deere combines. I'm a test engineer there, so. But I'm definitely one of the few that actually do this. Well, that's just gonna be what it is. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate the video. Spring is gonna be around the corner here soon. Wouldn't be surprised me if this time next week we're actually gonna be in the field putting on anhydrous. We'll see.
Well, good morning, everyone. You got the Bud Man. It is Friday, March 14th. And we are going down to that bottom down there, and we're going to put in a new fence post. The one down there is shot, so I want to get this done before I have my knee surgery on the 27th. So I'll have to mess with it when I get done with that. So we're going to see if we get down there with the tractor. I don't know how greasy it's going to be, but we'll find out in a little bit. Marquette Defenders are in the state championship tonight at 7 o'clock, so we are going to go down, my wife and I, and we're going to head down there and watch the state championship game. We're going to try to get down there for the 2A game. Halftime of the 2A game at 5 o'clock, so about 5:45. Jeanette's boss, Mr. Helmer, who used to coach at Northland High School. Amazing stat here. He was in the championship game 7 years in a row. Won it a couple times, I don't know how many times, but he was in the championship 7 years in a row. The streak ended naturally this year because he come to Bellevue to be the superintendent, but last year he beat Marquette Defenders in the championship game by 1 point. I think it was 57-56, but 7 years in a row, that's pretty accomplishment there. So anyway, we're gonna head down that hill way over there. Okay, there's the gate hole right up here, and we're gonna take that first post out. I don't think I brought a pry bar with me to get that post in. Had to readjust this. I like it down here further, but I couldn't get it in any because I got it too close, so I had to put it up here, but it should stay. Now I'm gonna get rid of these gates here, so I'll come over, loosen this up, take it off. As you can see, they've been run into a little bit. Jumper number 21, who's got the bad foot, she was the initiator. She put this in here. She didn't want to be in here by herself, so she jumped this and down she went, and that's how that got messed up. So, but anyway, we're gonna take this out, go up and get another gate, come down and hang another gate. So hopefully we get that done here short. Right up in that timber. Anyway, I got this off. Now I'm gonna go up and take the bucket off, put the forks back on, bring another gate down, try to hang the gate, and hopefully get it done. So 2 swans a swimming. Well, there's some pretty birds, big birds. Okay, taking a 16-foot gate down. Hopefully I can make it. Okay, the game plan is to get rid of those gates and bring this gate here and hook it onto this, so we close it, so we got a new gate. So okay, got the bottom one in. Now I'm gonna eventually I'm gonna put this in here, and this is gonna go here. So I'll have 3 of them on here holding this up. So Don't know. We'll see if it works. Okay, so we got 1 on, 2 on, and hopefully we get 3 on here shortly. So, okay. Drop the tool. See how close they are. 3 of them. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3. You see this one's pointing up, this one's pointing up, but this one's pointing down. Reason is, so when the cows come in, they get their head here, if they lift up on this, and that's happened before, it'll come right off. So that's why you put 2 up and 1 down. That way, the cows cannot come under it and kick the gate off. So, hopefully. So, okay, let's tighten them up and see what we got. There. Now, we'll see if it works. Pick up the tools. One thing I don't like is I don't like this. Okay. They can get their head underneath there. That's not good. Look at that. Brand new gate. So we're going to pick up our stuff, put those on, and get the heck out of here. Okay, I worked up a little sweat, but I got it done. Okay, as you can see, I put a little cattle panel piece down here, so this way they won't want to stick their head down there and kind of yank things around and break it. So, looking good. Got a chain on it, and I put a safety wire on it just in case. That way we got 2 ties. But okay, let's see how long this one lasts. I do like putting 3 over here instead of 2, so 1, 2, 3. So looking good, looking good. I'm gonna go home and shower and head to Des Moines, watch Marquette play, the Defenders state champ, hopefully. So they got second last year, and they are gonna hopefully get first this year. I got the 2 bad gates that been through heck loaded up. Got a light on. I gotta figure out what that's on for. The yellow light, so I don't know what it's on for. It's been on the last couple of days, so I gotta figure out what that's for. Anyway, we got 2 gates going back to the junkyard. We got 1 ugly fence line here. But anyway, you got the bud man back from Hartung Family Farms. We're up here in our east field, and you can see some trees fell on the fence, so I'm going to try to mend it up. Got some wires that are broke here, so that's what I'm going to do the next couple hours. I'm going to try to mend this up here a little bit so we can keep the cows on this side, not that side. So ideally what I'd like to do is come in and clear this whole fence line out and put a new fence in, but that takes time and money. So, but okay, let's get going here, see what we got.
So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-ta for now.